This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
Hi, Nick Soletti here on a Monday with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. A search for answers this morning after 250 firefighters from across the valley were called in for a high-rise fire in Tempe. The cell unfolding near Mill and University. The fire started inside an apartment. 2 people and their dog were able to get out. However, hundreds of people had to evacuate. They're back in their units this morning as investigators look into the cause. A DPS trooper continues his recovery this morning after using his own patrol vehicle to stop a wrong-way driver. It happened Sunday morning on the Loop 202 near 24th Street. The driver has been identified as a minor. Impairment is expected to be a factor here. The trooper had minor injuries but was released from the hospital Sunday. This is the 3rd wrong-way incident of the year and the 2nd in a week, as we had that other one on Friday. Parents across the country are running into problems with childcare. New stats show it's getting more difficult for families to even find it. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics says the childcare industry lost 3,700 jobs in December. This is in addition to the 4,500 jobs lost between September and November. The Economic Policy Institute blames low pay and minimal benefits for people walking away from these jobs. The Economic Policy Institute says the average pay for childcare workers in the U.S. is now $13.50 an hour. The Valley is in the middle of a housing boom. In 2020, more residents moved to Maricopa County than any other county in the country. And now more houses are going up, this time on Popular Farm there in Queen Creek. ABC 15's Jamie Warren has the details on the farm selling off a huge chunk of its land.
I was growing up, there were orchards and vineyards.
But now surrounding Mark Schnepp's 300-acre farm are houses not being built fast enough. In the next 5 years, the town of Queen Creek is projected to have 20,000 more people moving in. On this map, everything dark brown and purple is active or future development.
We have lots of improvements. We have fencing and infrastructure and utilities that we all need to upgrade because the farm is 80 years old now.
And all of that costs money, which is why he made the decision to sell 13 acres of his land to pay for it. Construction is already underway for about 150 rental homes.
Farmers selling their land to developers is nothing new, but it's been happening more in recent years. In fact, the U.S. Department of Agriculture says over half of all farmland in Maricopa County has been sold to urban development.
It's kind of a sad thing to see all of the beautiful farmland go away, but it's not unexpected.
That's because developers are willing to pay big bucks to build.
The challenge with farmland is that you just don't make enough off of typical farming to earn a living. I mean, it's really difficult to do that in today's market.
And Schnepp says going the agritainment route, like his farm with rides and experiences for the public, may be the only way for farmers in the valley to survive.
So we had to take out.
As for this sale, he says it's going to help preserve his farm in the long run.
My wife and I could sell it tomorrow and we would never have to work another day. We love what we do and we want to keep Schnepp Farms as a legacy to the community.
Spotify will now add advisories to any podcasts that discuss the pandemic. The advisory will now direct users to what it calls its COVID-19 hub. The hub will give listeners access to data-driven facts and current information shared by scientists, doctors, and public health officials. The rarest gems and minerals in the world are in Tucson, right for the annual Gem and Mineral Show that's returning after skipping last year because of the pandemic. There are more than 40 showcases happening across the city for the next 2 weeks. One of the top gems is a twin geode from Uruguay, selling for nearly $500,000.
Bring in a lot from around the world. People fly in. I mean, for me, it's pretty much 80% of my annual income.
Hi there, I'm Nohelani Graff with your most accurate forecast. We're going to start this Monday morning off clear across the state, but once we get to lunchtime, more clouds are going to stream in and we'll see increasing cloud cover as we move through the day, but we will stay dry across the state to start this work week off. Also, more mild temperatures will be in the 70s here in the valley and across the southern portion and western portions of the state. Upper 50s, low 60s in central Arizona and staying mild in the 50s north of the rim. 52 is that forecast high in Flagstaff. Here in the valley, starting the morning off chilly, though, 40s and 50s. We'll be in the mid-60s, though, by noon and climbing, reaching the 70s right around 3-4 o'clock today. And we top out at 71 here in the valley. Clouds will stick around through Tuesday along with the 70s, but then slight chance for rain moves in Wednesday. The winds pick up and our temperatures drop back into the low 60s on Wednesday and Thursday before slowly climbing back into the upper 60s and low 70s for the weekend.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, just go to abc15.com or download our free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.